Duct tape. Shelby, man. Oh, Shelby. We'll be getting into our grand finals here. Not a ZVZ like we were anticipating, actually a PVZ. Our players actually pausing the map here, which gives us a good opportunity to remind everybody that these two players are going to be getting a payout. And you know how we can help that payout? Exclamation mark match arena in the chat. We have used up 10 of our codes. We've got 10 of them left. We have 20 in total. All of them adding 50 cents to the prize pool at no cost of your own. That's $10.
That is $10. So we do ask of you. You're like, oh my god, right. But you passed your math class, okay? You passed.
Yeah,
so yes, exclamation mark Matrino in the chat. We do request for you to click that claim coupon button, claim code button, I should say, to help out the tournament, to help out our two finalists. And oh my, as you were saying, one of them is not playing their main race.
That they are not. He's kind of assimilated one of his opponents that he defeated earlier on, and we'll see how well that goes. At the top left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player, not the blue Zerg player, like we typically expect. The blue Protoss player coming out from the land of Hong Kong. He is going to be representing himself, as he's currently teamless. We have GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Lightshade LE, going for a pool first opening, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player, the best player in all of Vietnam, arguably all of Southeast Asia. Already up in this series as he did come from the upper bracket. It is MeomaikA.
And I guess it's hard to blame GogojOey in particular for off racing in this grand finals. For one, I mean, he's getting a little bored of winning championships. For two, he likes to have a little bit of fun with MeomaikA in particular. But for three, in the ZvZ that they played in the upper bracket finals, MeomaikA just had his number. It was not close at all. He can tell that MeomaikA has been putting in the work in his to improve his ZvZ, but he hasn't really been tested in his ZvP yet. So GogojOey, looking to be that test.
I think what's important to note is that in the past couple of weeks, it has been ZvP that MeomaikA has been falling in. Justice Simon, Beastorg, these are the players who have beaten MeomaikA, even Starduck recently.
Even Starduck, Thuklao has gotten close a couple of times.
Like, MeomaikA has been struggling in this matchup. I think we could safely say that this is currently his worst matchup. So for GogojOey to try and exploit that, it makes sense. And just to touch on what you were saying, I recommend in the chat, if you weren't here earlier today, tune in, check out the VOD for GogojOey versus MeomaikA, because that oh my god, the hold position wasn't there. Beastorg?
Yes, as we were. He didn't simulate Beastorg. He did it. That, to be fair, that's why he's playing Protoss now, but yeah, no, I can't believe we were talking so much about how, you know, the ZvP, it's MeomaikA's weakest matchup, and already things are going his way.
Yeah, just because ZvP is MeomaikA's weakest matchup doesn't mean that PVZ is GogojOey's best matchup. But again, the ZvZ that we casted earlier between these two players, I highly recommend it. MeomaikA just showed off so much style in that matchup.
Yes. Yeah, especially the Blackburn game.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to be sending out that replays to everybody who subs to the Twitch channel and pledges on Patreon.
That we will. That was an insane series that they had earlier today. GogojOey had a bit of a rough start here, but again, he only allowed the links in. Like, it's not like he lost too many workers or anything like that. Like, it was, it wasn't the worst thing.
Not too frazzled either.
Yeah. And this madman is opening up with a robo? Okay,
so we see Stargates a lot as an opening. We see Twilight Councils as an opening, though not quite as often. We never see Robos as an opening anymore. No, very rarely do we see Robo 6 Gate as an opening at all.
And on top of that, very rarely do we see a 2-base Queen all-in. So we have something. This game is something you will never see again.
I'm literally scratching my head right now. Chat can't see it, but
there's a lot going on right now. We have a Ling Queen all in that's about to hit a 2-base Protoss all in, but the gateways aren't done yet, and the Lings are here. Oh, but they're about to finish up.
And there's no range units. Yeah, the gateways are about to finish up. Will take a second or two, though, for the Warpins to get here. The Queen's still very, very slow making their way. It's only Zealots right now. Not even Chargelets. GogojOey trying to dance as delicately as he can. Doesn't want to get surrounded yet. It's only 4 depths against a massive swarm of Zerglings, and they do get surrounded. The Queen's cleaning up at home, forced to warp in defensively. And it's not working out too well for him.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we do have a shield battery on the way. This is key here for GogojOey. And can MeomaikA really break through? Like, this one War Prism and Immortal combo, like, there's so much micro potential here for GogojOey.
There really, really is.
Oh my god, the
Lings, yeah.
Go on.
Immortals may not have a bonus against Lings, but Lings don't have a lot of health to begin with.
That they do not. The transfuses are pretty amazing, but the Zealots are breaking through. There are not enough reinforcements, and GogojOey will defend. Behind this, MeomaikA went 2-base Lair, because this man wants to go 2-base Muta.
Aye. And he is well aware of how precarious this position is. Going for that lair, or for that spire, he is getting as many spy crawls as he can. But funnily enough, we're at the point where MeomaikA almost needs a buffer for those defensive structures.
I mean, GogojOey may just straight up... Okay, I was about to say may straight up win. Unfortunately, because these are slow lots, these spines are going to finish.
Yeah, they will. I'm going to quite have as much impact. I believe it's just one hit from each of these spy crawls is enough to take out the chargelets. What I mean by that is that there's enough spy crawls to one shot.
Oh my god, but you know what? The Immortal is doing a lot of damage to these spines. All the Lings get taken out, and MeomaikA holds for now, but in come the reinforcements, and there are no more Lings.
That there aren't. A couple of Mutas are on the way, but it's only 5 of them. I believe Guardian Shell was popped, so at least the Mutas aren't going to have too tough of a time dealing with the Immortal, but damage elsewhere has already been dealt. The Warpers are starting to come into play. Only one Stalker, not a lot of anti-air.
Not a lot.
But not enough DPS to prevent that warping.
Exactly. The Zealots, they warp in. All the Queens will fall, and the Mutas will be able to clean this up. But how much damage will be dealt before that happens? Drones are being forced off the line, but the Zealots, they're going to get the Spire.
They're gonna close. The Mutal is actually distracted with the Immortal. It's targeting the Spire as well. Spire is down. No more Mutas can be made. I don't believe MeomaikA has much of an economy to make Mutas anyway, but he does still have a decent amount of them to harass across the map. He's in such a desperate situation. He's on 2 bases against GogojOey's 2 bases. Last thing you want to do, last position you want to be in a ZvP, but at the very least, he's able to contain him.
We're bringing it back, mate, because this is such a wonky game here. The wall is not a wall. The Lings are flooding in. We focus down the shield battery. There is no overcharge here, and maybe, just maybe, MeomaikA can overwhelm GogojOey.
Not enough Warpins! Not enough Warpins! GG! What did we just witness? We just witnessed a MeomaikA versus GogojOey PvZ. I'm in shock. I am in shock. I'm so in shock that I'm not the only one in shock. My sister's in shock. She's trying to call me right now.
She's tuning into the stream. She's like, are you watching this? Are you watching this? We had a Ling Queen all in and into a 2-base Spire? My god, and somehow it worked here. Again, there was no Twilight Council, so there was no Blink. We had a Forge on the way, but it wasn't done, so we couldn't see any cannons from the side of GogojOey. And because we were on Lightshade, the Ling Muta counterattack was that much faster, and MeomaikA, he takes the win somehow.
Somehow.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh my god. What a game. I did not know who was gonna win that. When MeomaikA's when his Ling Queen push fell on its face, I was like, mate, is this over? And then the Mutas. Wow.
And then the Mutas came out, and that, well, yes, the Mutas came out. But then after that, we were like, all right, is this over, though? Because the Spire got sniped, and, they're both on even bases. But then we looked across the map, and we're like, oh, but now it's over because there's no shield batteries. Yeah,
there were no shield batteries. The wall wasn't a wall. The Lings came in. What a game. What a I said it when the game was kicking off, you know, that is the game that you're never going to see again. You know? Like with those two specific builds hitting each other.
Unless they do it again in Jagannatha. Which I imagine is going to be a little more Protoss favored. That was very scrappy in game number 1. That was very, very close, but I feel like in the end, the actual distance on light shape did help MeomaikA a little bit. GogojOey was scrambling in defense there with his warpins towards the end.
He really was. Like, why? Nonsense, like, just nonsense. Let's get into game 2. What the hell are we gonna see here, mate?
Who even knows? Who even knows as we load to Jagannatha KBBLE? We're in the top right-hand corner map, sweating all the way in the top right-hand corner. We have the blue Protoss player. Maybe regretting his choices right now, but hopefully not. Coming down for the land of Hong Kong. He is going to be representing himself as he's currently teamless. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player. He is red, representing himself. And we're currently up 2-0 in this best of 5. He needs un momento, por favor, and he will be our GPO champion. It is MeomaikA.
Yeah, rip Litecoin, but I guess MeomaikA is thinking, who needs Litecoin when I got Loken Coin?
Exactly. Oh my god. Meanwhile, in the chat, exclamation mark Funada Starduck, he finally woke up. Shaking my head, mate, on that DGen Steep schedule. I want to give some praise to Oreo for, despite, you know, not even being at home, he was able to show up for GPO today and have an amazing run. Shaking my head, Starduck, shaking my head.
We also found out there are 2 Starducks apparently, the Starduck SC and Starduck SC2 on Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, there is. Core tried to Fanara Starduck earlier and was like, wait, that's alright.
Shaking my head, mate, shaking my head. Oh god, but here we go. Potentially the final game here of the series. I've got my eyes on GogojOey. He had a really like odd opening with that Robo trying to catch his opponent off guard. But he forgot that he was up against MeomaikA, mate.
Yeah. He's always on guard, but yeah, it would have been a very powerful timing if it didn't run into that 2-base solid from MeomaikA. That is a very early Evo chamber that I don't believe GogojOey spotted.
He did not. He has no idea. And there it is. Plus-1 melee is on the way. We're going to see a Ling Flood, potentially even a Bane bust because he's continuing to mine that gas. But oh my god, I just realized that this is a +1 melee before Ling speed.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna hit hard, but not particularly fast. These Lings, I mean.
Ling speed is gonna be delayed here, but the way this works is because +1, like the +1 upgrades actually take longer than Ling speed to finish. So you start with +1, then Ling speed, and then they kind of line up.
Yeah, actually, funnily enough. Like so, just about 3/4 done with that +1. MeomaikA continuing to drone up. He wants to at least be saturated on 2 bases, but he is not going to drone on that 3rd base at all.
Exactly. The other interesting thing is that he's not stopping gas at the moment, so I'm kind of expecting maybe even like a Baneling nest being thrown down or something. Like, what is this gas going to be used for here? Yeah.
He's not going to get a lair.
That would be insane if he gets a lair. I mean, he could get a lair.
He could, yeah.
Could.
Because he's got options, but
like,
is he going to, right?
He could pull a game 1 where he has like plan A and then plan B is mutas, you know? Like
Plan B is always mutas.
Oh god.
In fact, mutas should be plan A, but if it's not plan A, then it should always be plan B. GogojOey's going for the same strat, by the way. The gateways and the Robo first. GogojOey, MeomaikA rather, does see the Warp Prism, so he knows something's afoot. He's getting 1 Spine Crawler for now.
Yeah, like this is scary because MeomaikA didn't see the main base. Obviously, he knows about Stargate opening, but he doesn't know much else. Like it could be a War Prism with Glaive Adepts, for example. Like he has no idea. Meanwhile, we see what the gas was for. It was for actually +1 carapace. Oh my god, the Lings are moving out. The Immortal. Okay, well, okay, there aren't enough Lings, not yet.
Yeah, not quite, but they are +1 Lings, so GogojOey has to be very careful regardless.
Yeah, that he does. Meanwhile, the Lings are banking up at home. No Baneling Nest, so these Zealots are going to do a very good job when it comes to buffering for this Immortal.
Yeah, again, it's that much more surprising that MeomaikA decided to go for +1 Carapace instead of a Baneling Nest, knowing that a Gateway composition was coming his way, but he does get some very good surrounds on top of all of these Zealots. Look at that +1 chewing through the armored Zealots.
Beautifully done there. All the Zealots go down. Now GogojOey has to wait for a second wave, which means more Lings are going to be available. None of the Queens have fallen. The Spore is still alive. He's getting ready to try and dive on top of that War Prism. And GogojOey, mate, what's the plan? There's no follow-up. He's committed.
Hey, he's not manning gas, he's not probing up, he's not getting any tech buildings. This is a straight-up slow lot. Single Immortal, single Stalker, all in.
Wow.
Sporecrawler can't quite burrow! Sporecrawler's trying to burrow, and if it does, that War Prism is not long for this world. Nothing's taking it out. The Lings are able to surround everything else. Everything goes down aside from this Immortal. It does get picked up, but now the War Prism is up. War Prism was sieged up. Queen's almost got in position, but oh man, forcing that cancel, that's just even more wasted minerals for GogojOey. He's trying to warp in back home, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough. I mean, look at all these Lings. Carapace is about to finish up.
Let's be real here. That defense was beautifully done there by MeomaikA. He shuts it down. The Immortal did survive, but as you said, +1 Carapace just finished up. Now MeomaikA can go for the counterattack. The Lings are here. The Queens are on the way. And GogojOey, how is he going to hold on? He doesn't even have any shield batteries.
That he does not, but maybe the micro. I mean, it's a really good choke point, but he only has one range unit.
Exactly, only one Immortal, and Immortals are not what you want against Mass Ling. As the Gateway goes down, the Lings are flooding in. They try to get us around, but there are not enough of them. They back off. Instead, they wait for the Queens, and oh my god, MeomaikA's droning up.
He's getting a lair. He's getting a lair.
He wants to mute his mate. Show me the spire. Oh my, what?
He's getting an infestation pit.
Swarm hosts?
I mean, that's the likely choice, right?
Well, I'm trying to go for the most unlikely choice. That's what I'm doing. Like it would be crazy for me and Mike to go into infestors, right?
Oh, in my mind, he's going infestors to New Oldie War Prism.
Oh, actually, hold on. We have a Baneling Nest. So Ling Bane Infestor with Fungal? That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be what's happening, right?
Probably not.
So let's find out. Infestation bit is done. Where is that gas going to be utilized here as a hive?
In a what? He really wants 3-3.
Ultras? No, that would make sense because he's
It
with the
would.
melee upgrades.
That's why he's just gonna go Ling Bane.
MeomaikA may just die because he's spending a lot of money on this tech. Like, in come the Zealots. They're slow, but they're still Zealots, mate.
Yeah, the only way he loses is if he decides to transition too freely, but they are Zealots, but what are they gonna do against Banelings? We have slow Zealots versus slow Banes. I want to repeat that, but these are Zealots backed into a corner. Look at those Baneling connections.
Oh, yeah.
The Baneling finally gonna go down. War Prism goes down.
And
I think that's it. GG. I wanted to see the Hive come into play.
Swarm Host is on the way.
Almost, yeah. Oh, it got cut out in the end. But GG, that's got to be one of our quickest grand finals in GPO ever. It is, doesn't it?
I think it was. GG, well played. Congratulations, MeomaikA, with his very unorthodox play, but it was good enough to take down the Joey. That was some crazy games. It's one of those things where, like, I look at that and I'm like, oh my god,
I want to do that.
I want to do that. And then
then you actually do that. And
yeah.
You're like, oh.
And then I think for a moment, I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. That's not. But what a series! Oh my god.
Absolutely insane. Yeah. The first series between MeomaikA and GogojOey, that was insane. Grand finals with a race swap or an off race. It's even crazier. My God.
That was crazy. GG, well played. Congratulations to MeomaikA. Not just winning the series, but winning with style, you know, with whatever the hell he was going for. The Ling Queen all-ins. With the meters and...
Yeah, I kind of feel like, to be honest, GogojOey gave him the opportunity to go for that style once he went for the... I want to say when he went for the build he went for, but to be fair, MeomaikA was doing his own all-in independently before he even scouted the builds of GogojOey.
This is very true. In my mind, I would like to think that MeomaikA, he played in such a way where, like, he would have done that against Beastlord. He would have done that against Probe. Yeah. Like,
he would have done that against Probe, and you know what? It might have worked.
It might have worked. I would like to believe like he took this seriously. He did his ZvP shenanigans, and it was crazy. And it was great to see. It was beautiful.
It was. Especially that Blackburn game. My God.
Yeah. Again, if you're just tuning in now, I highly recommend tuning into the VODs. There were some amazing series today, involving these players, even some of the other players like Beastlord and Oreo and even Demi. Yeah, what a tournament today. What a Grand Platypus Open.
Yeah. It was.
It really was. And before... Go on.
Yeah. No, I mean, so, you know.
I was about to say massive shout out to Lord Loken in the chat, because once again, he provides for his sons, for his boys, and he has donated $50. He has contributed $50 to the Matcherino page, to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Lord Loken, for boosting the prize pool and supporting our weekly tournament.
That's our Lord Loken. Oh wait, my headphones are over. Never mind.
God, hats off to you, Lord Loken. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Not just us, but GogojOey and MeomaikA as well, as I'm sure they're gonna show. There it is, MeomaikA. He's in the chat. He's there. He's doing it for you. On top of that, just to add to that, exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat, we still have 6 coupon codes left. 6 more to go.
Ooh.
Not many at all. So we only need 6 of you to go in, click that claim coupon button, and add 50 cents to the prize pool.
50 cents. Yeah, let's get that $3 in, round off that 57 into a nice solid 60. USD.
USD. Stupid. And with that, thanks everyone for tuning in. It was a great tournament here. I mean, it was also, I appreciate that everyone tuned in, even though GSL was on today. I know there was some clashing when it came to schedules.
It is actually why I wore the hat, because in support of Maru. He was wearing the hat in his promo. I think GSL is over. I haven't seen the result though yet.
Yeah, it is over.
There we go.
Yeah, I haven't checked the results either. But as
we're not going to spoil you either.
As a bit of an update, and I guess this is a bit of an announcement, we will be changing the dates for GPO. The reason why is because we don't want to clash with GSL, right? Originally, we took this time slot because some drunk Canadian Cup, or Open, or
was on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was on Wednesdays, but it is currently on hiatus for an extended period of time. So now Wednesdays have opened up again. So we are looking to change our event over to Wednesday. Because of that, we will no longer clash with GSL, and yeah, hopefully it means that it's a little bit more convenient for people to watch and participate in.
Definitely. I didn't miss it. I may have forgot about that before I made schedules. But regardless,
I told you before we spoke about this off stream, Yaku. We literally spoke about this.
You did.
Oh my god. Shaking my head.
No, it's fine. Again,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Yaku, why don't you tell the people, because you're so organized with your life, are you going to be streaming this week, mate?
I should. I probably won't.
Oh my god, are you going to be streaming next week?
I should.
Uh-huh.
I might not.
God damn it, Yaku. If you do, where can people find you, man?
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1 if you don't want to have the notification, if you want to turn off that bell. Twitter.com/Empora-Yakuzaku. I will announce when I stream. That's probably the biggest reason why I haven't been streaming, just because, you know, don't want to make the announcement over on Twitter. But even if you do not follow me there, !Discord in the chat, we'll bring you to the Cranky Ducklings Discord server. That's the best place to find me. And, you know, you'll also get the automatic bot that will alert everybody when a member of Cranky is streaming. Because I'm not the only one there, you know. We have other Cranky members like Light, like Kuro, like Steel earlier today covering for me while I was getting arrested.
It's true.
Yes.
These are facts. These are facts. And if you want to tune in to my streams, I do stream occasionally throughout the week as well. A little bit more consistently than Yaku. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You can tune into Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do ladder streams. We stream some Final Fantasy, sometimes some Yu-Gi-Oh, sometimes some behind the scenes like thumbnail streams as well. You know, whatever tickles our fancy. So yeah, be sure to tune into that if you want to tune into more of just Light. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed our casting, then follow us here on the Cranky Ducklings. We are live throughout the week with typically 5 broadcast events like this one, some Oceanic and Southeast Asian focus events. I saw James Baxter in the chat earlier, Buenos dias, as we also cast many Latin American events as well over the weekend. And even... Yeah, there you go, Biblioteca. And even some Korean events with ESL Open Cup Asia. So yeah, if you enjoyed our cast and if you want to hear more of it, then hit that follow button. You know, check us out here on the Cranky Ducklings on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. I also want to promote our YouTube a little bit as well, because finally we are uploading our VODs once again. We were a little bit behind schedule because we were kind of like drowning. We were overwhelmed with like DreamHack and the constant
champs,
like all the casting. On top of that, because we were casting so many new events, Kura was constantly making new graphics, and she was making the new overlays as well, and we started up our team. Like, we were falling behind a little bit, but finally things have settled. We're catching back up until DreamHack starts again.
Oh yeah, it's starting in about a month.
Less than a month, man. Yeah, it's like it's at the end of September.
Qualifiers in like less than a month, and then
they're in like 3 weeks.
Stream shortly after that.
Yeah.
Woo! 3 weeks.
Let's
we have NZ champs.
Yeah, we got NZ champs, then we got TSL, and oh boy, it's gonna be
a lot of StarCraft to look forward to.
A lot of StarCraft here on the Cranky Ducklings. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Shout out to Fernantok, as he did subscribe for 11 months. Thank you so much. As well as Lord Loken and everyone else. And we will see you tomorrow for our next broadcast, which is going to be Masters 1 Open.
Oh, right, because SEA was last week.
It was.
I had it the other way around in my head for some reason.
There you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Ciao.
Call my sister back. Bella.
She's stuck outside. You know?
Surprised she hasn't knocked down my windows.
Oh, God. See you guys next time.